great evening. No, it's nighttime, right? Really, nighttime. So, good night, everyone. Great night, everyone. It is now Tuesday night, and it's day two. I pushed it a little bit, right? It's 11 o'clock at night or after, but I am here and doing the video for this evening, which is on self-examination. So, yesterday we talked about self-awareness, and I asked you to take some time, as we all should, to kind of get to know ourselves, right? Not one another. Get to know ourselves and gain an understanding of what our triggers are, what our strengths and weaknesses are, what motivates us, things to that effect, so that we start to at least recognize what it is that drives us and that helps us, if it's helping, to be who we are, or really makes us who we are, right? What it is that may set us off and have us acting differently than what we want to be acting, or acting in a good way, right? So it's the motivations too. Just understanding yourself, getting a better understanding of who you are, that will help you to move forward in this self process that we're talking about. And a part of that is to then go do a deep dive into the why you are the way that you are. What is it that makes you a spender or a saver, or that makes you judgmental, and that drives you and forces you, not forces you, but has you behaving the way that you do. So once you had that list, or have that list of self-awareness aspects, then you want to gain an understanding of why you are this way. And it really does involve you being honest with yourself and vulnerable even with yourself, to determine how deep you're going to go into this, right? Are you going to go one layer deep and see some things that you don't like and just stop because you don't really want to go that far and really have to face who you are, why you're that way, right? It may bring up some issues with family, some issues with friends, or experiences that you had when you were younger that really set you off, right? Taking you back to just listening to parents tell you you'll never amount to things, friends, people in the street telling you things that aren't really designed to build you up, be in school and you were bullied, things like that, right? So when you're doing this self-examination and you're trying to figure out why it is the way that you are, it could take you down some deep rabbit holes, and you have to be willing to do that, but you have to be ready to do it too, right? So we're not saying just go ahead and knock it out. You want to make sure that you're supporting yourself. If you feel like you're going to a place that is really scary for you, then maybe get some support from people and do this exercise with someone. But you want to go as deep as you can to really figure out what it is that drives you, what it is that has made you formulate this sense of self that you have been living with. The one that, maybe you want to change it. If you're fine with how you are, that's fantastic, because not everyone is. And the goal is to get there, right? So point is that you want to make sure that you are doing this self-examination. What is it that drives you? Why do you have the attitudes that you have? Why do you believe the things, why do you believe the things that you believe? Why do you behave the way that you do? What happened when you were younger? What have people been telling you all along? What is it that really just stuck with you that makes you the way that you are? That's what we're looking at when we're going to this self-examination phase. And so we want to make sure that you take the time out, really, and just do this. Write it out. I'm a big fan of writing things out, for the reasons that I mentioned. And always, because you retain it more, it has more meaning. It really is more powerful when you write it than if you're just thinking it, or if you are typing it even, right? We have these digital devices that we always work with, but it's not the same as writing it out. So get a pen and paper and write out experiences that you've had in your life that have shaped you. for good or for bad, right? You want to examine all of these things to figure out what things you may want to change about yourself, if anything. What things can you enhance, right? Get more of. If you had people who were really supportive of you, you want to make sure that you're leaning on those people a little bit more. One, thank them, right? Go back and let them know how much of an impact they've made on your life, right? Show that gratitude for them. If you have people who weren't as supportive, you want to talk to them. Maybe get it off your chest in an adult manner, to talk about what it is that they said, did, that affected you in an ill manner, that you know could have been done better, or just to let them know, right, that they played a role in shaping you for good or for bad, and that you are going what you're doing. And you don't have to share it with them if you don't want to, but it's always nice to make sure that you address people in circumstances that may cause you some issues that you're carrying with you, that you haven't let go, in an effort to move past them. So the self-examination part is to really gain a deep understanding of who you are and why you are the way you are, so that you can then move forward past this and become the best version of yourself. So we are at self-examination on day 2. Hopefully you guys are going to work with me and do these things, these activities. Give me some feedback as to how it is, how they are affecting you, if they're good for you, if they've triggered you or anything like that, so that we can figure out ways to work through that if we need to. All right. Good night, everyone.